hear me out loud and clear and proper? Quickly. Yes, no. Okay. Okay. Cool. Amazing. So, hi guys, my name is Chaitanya. I will be the host for today's webinar. So, basically, we'll be discussing upon like how exactly to break curse of the career break, or if you're coming in from a non-tech sort of experience, you know, like we'll be discussing all about the same and how can we help, how can be your greatest asset, how can we fight for you, or हम क्या क्या चीजें कर सकते हैं, like just checking in. Okay, before we proceed ahead with the webinar, I just wanted to understand few of the things from you guys. That is, number one is like how many of you are comfortable in English and Hindi, both of the languages? If you are comfortable with both, write B in the chat, B as in Bangalore. And if you're comfortable only in Hindi, write an H for Hindi itself. Okay. Quickly, guys, so that I know, what is the preference of the language that I need to set across. Okay, both is fine. Cool. Amazing. But yeah, say. Cool, amazing, guys. So yeah, so we and before also we start ahead, I believe the people those who are here might be suffering from some sort of problems in their careers, or some sort of breaks. कहीं break आया, कहीं hindrance है, कहीं speed breakers हैं. Some bumps are there. You would want to get rid of them, or you would want some sort of help. You would want some sort of assistance or some sort of guidance. I believe that is the only reason why you are here. Okay, so we would be discussing all around the same, the technical know-hows and technical things that are being required, and if there is a certification, internship experience, or sort of backdated experience that you require, or some sort of justification that we could require. That is something that we are going to discuss it out today itself. Okay. So it's again a placement series webinar, because we are doing a webinar for placements itself for the people those who are struggling. कहीं ना कहीं दिक्कत आ रही है, existing students के लिए, or for the people those who are already there into the system, or those who are new, yet to join the system itself. This webinar is for both enrolled and not enrolled people itself. Okay. And also just stay tuned at the end of the webinar. For attendees specifically, we just have like people those who are going to attend in full. At the end of the session, we would be announcing scholarships for the people those who are there throughout the webinar with us. And there are limited seats up, like we have turned 4 years and young, and it's the fifth year that we are running. So we would be offering some sort of scholarships that are limited to just 9 people. So just stay tuned, like people those who are there, those who will be there with me. Obviously knowledge to milegi hi. On top of it, you'll be also be eligible for some sort of scholarships that we are going to offer, and that has a timeline that would be attached to it. Okay. So not going ahead with scholarship talks, I just want to give you some more information, and it will be very on point. No bullshits, no, I would say, no cross talks or something like that. Straight to the point, I'll be jumping into the topic itself. Okay, just be with me, and right after right after it ends, right after the webinar ends, I will be up for any sort of questionnaires. If you would be having some sort of problem, you can, if you would want to interact with me daily, directly, you can go ahead and do that as well. Okay. So before we proceed ahead, I just wanted to understand few of the questions from you guys. Okay. So currently, how many of you are having a gap in your resume? Like if it has to be related to your government jobs or health issues, or placements nahi mile, or there's a 1 year gap or 2 year gap. So can somebody answer me this particular question? Can somebody write down in the chat itself? सब लोग बोल सकते हैं, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Aditya is saying due to a government job preparation. All right. Okay. Government job की वजह से था. All right. No gaps. All right. No problem. Great. Hari, if you don't have any gaps, good for us. हमारे लिए अच्छा है. Okay. 10 months gap. Archisa is having a 10 months gap. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. So, what is so people might be having, some sort of fear in their head, like कि हम इसको explain कैसे करेंगे, like how do I explain it out, how do I how do I portray it, like recruiter को ये कैसा लगेगा, how it will be portrayed in front of recruiter, will he really be interested in taking up the form. I'm very sure ये सारे के सारे questions आपके mind में आते होंगे, correct. So Anmol is saying no gap. Omkar is saying 2 year gap I have. Currently learning. 1 second, career gap. Okay, people are having a lot of career gaps itself. I could see Pamidi, Omkar, Yuvan. Okay, so mainly majorly due to government jobs itself. Cool, no problem. That is absolutely fine. It happens all the time with us, and बहुत सारी चीजें हैं that are being said at the time of interview that we can go ahead and counter upon. I'll just give you a quick method कि वो कैसे कर सकते हैं. So the method's name is Clarity, CLARITY. तो उसको कैसे ये क्लैरिटी मेथड अपने प्रोफाइल में कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करना है, दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. ओके, वी आर गोइंग टू क्विकली डिस्कस अबाउट इट एंड आई ऑल्सो टेल यू कि हाउ डू वी डिस्कस, हाउ डू वी डू इट, एंड हाउ डू वी जस्टिफाई दिस. अगर गवर्नमेंट जॉब है भी, अगर आपने ये नहीं बताना, if this is the right thing to tell, if you have some sort of issue that will be related to your career switch या अपनी कंपनी रैम डाउन हो गई है, विल टेल यू. मैं आपको एग्जैक्टली क्या क्या चीजें हैं, कैसे कैसे हैं, आई विल ऑल्सो टेल यू अराउंड द सेम इटसेल्फ हाउ डू वी डू इट. सारी की सारी चीजें आपको क्लैरिटी मेथड से आपको जस्टिफाई कैसे करनी है, आई जस्ट लेट यू नो वेरी 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 शॉर्टली. ओके, so with that said, let's go ahead and jump into right into the topic itself. Okay. So sorry guys, just like the electricity went off. Extremely sorry. Cool, no problem. Yeah. So let's get ahead with the topic itself. एक बार quickly, let's go ahead. So understand one thing, कि first of all we should be able to analyze कि what exactly the problem comes from. हम हमारी problem है क्या, क्या job problem है कि market में jobs नहीं है, is that the problem? Is there a problem in our resume? Is there a problem in our explanation? Is there a really a problem with the recruiters not comfortable कि जिनका career gap है उनको hire करने का? What exactly is the problem? That is something that we would to find out. ठीक है, अब understand one thing, these are not random percentages that I've written. So 73% of employees plan to hire freshers in H1 in 2026, up to 3 points from where like previous half years itself. मतलब यहाँ पे जो ये 65-66% है जो था प्रीवियस ईयर 2025 में, नाउ इट्स अप 73% itself है, 6 से 7% का इवेंचुअली दैट इज अप. बट मेजर गैप कहां आ रहा है कि हम वी आर नॉट एट ऑल एम्प्लॉयबल इन टूडेज एआई एरा और justification era itself, because in the last interview series itself I have also discussed that there is a lot of employability gap that has come across. कि बहुत सारे scenarios हैं, there are n number of scenarios that have changed, that are not at all favorable according to you, because the current situation in hiring is changing at a very drastic stage. And how do we cater it down? We'll just crack down upon it कि हम कैसे इसको टैकल करेंगे, cater करेंगे, we'll just tackle it down. ठीक है. So 40% of the graduate actually secure above 5 LPA versus 73% who expected. अब आप समझो कि हमारे में से, like for example, if there are 100 people, those who are there in the program or in the system or whatever it is, हम में से हमको लगता जरूर है कि we are absolutely prepared, but this employability gap इतना बड़ा है. Let it be in terms of career gap, let it be in terms of interview preparation, let it come down to communication, let it come down to your projects, let it come down to your explanation, let it become coming down to your, आप किस तरह से कोड करते हैं वर्सेस किस तरह से उसको एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. These are a lot of employability gaps that comes across. So I'll also share, like at the end of the program, last webinar was also on कि हम टेक इंटरव्यूज में क्या क्या आजकल इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं at the in the AI scenario and AI situations. We have also included that. I'll just share that particular link also. वो भी बहुत अच्छा webinar था. You can also check that. ठीक है, बहुत सारी references हैं. That's something that you can possibly see. ठीक है. So understand one thing, in 95% of the recruiters view employment gap as a red flag, but that does not mean it as a deal breaker. Gaps of 6 months plus are the biggest screening out factor. Over 50% of the companies understand this. अब ये 6 months का गैप इतना बड़ा है, इसको कवर कैसे करें? ये 95% का इतनी बड़ी चीजें हैं, हाउ डू वी कवर दैट? दैट इज अगेन अ क्वेश्चन दैट कम्स इनटू अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल्स हेड. लाइक जो भी हमारे साथ लोग हैं उनके दिमाग में क्वेश्चन जरूर आएगा कि यार ये कवर कैसे करें. बट डोंट वरी, वी विल बी हेल्पिंग यू आउट एंड कवरिंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स कि ये 95% से इसको ट्रिम डाउन करके 20% तक कैसे लाना है, ये 6 months का गैप एब्सोल्युटली जीरो कैसे करना है. I'll just tell you that how do you do it, how do we do it, and how are we going to help you in doing that as well. ठीक है. तो इट इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉट रैंडम. अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग कि जो हम अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, वी हैव बीन इनटू द बिजनेस फ्रॉम लास्ट 5 years now. We have noticed the patterns, we have understood what recruiters are understanding and wanting, and third, we know what recruiter wants to hear. Fourth, we know what exactly to represent at the time of interview when it comes down to the interview processes itself. हमको पता है, we are trained enough. 5 साल से ये चीज कर रहे हैं. एवरी सिंगल डे दैट वी आर लुकिंग एट पीपल प्रोफाइल, एवरी सिंगल डे वी आर हैंडलिंग डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ सिचुएशंस. Every single day we are handling some sort of non-tech profile or a gap profile. Every single day it happens. ये आज का नहीं है. We have been doing this from last 5 years. Understand, we are being very successful about it. हम काफी अच्छे से ये tackle कर पा रहे हैं, and we have been practicing this from last 5 years. That is the only reason why we are able to place people with gaps of 6+ months, or people those who are coming in from non-tech background itself. That is the only reason. ठीक है. सो अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, अब गैप बहुत सारी चीजों के हो सकता है कि सबसे पहले हमें द मेन चैलेंज ऑफ योर प्रोफाइल इज यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई इज इट एन रियली एन एकेडमिक गैप. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, आई वाज वर्किंग इन 2021 एंड 2023, बट 2023 के बाद आई टुक an academic break of 2 years. I did an MBA, and then I want to join an IT job again. So is it that sort of job? family wala break hai? Is it that, like somebody was ill, I was not there, or blah blah blah. Somebody also said people, those who are talking about I would say कि गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स था, और गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स की प्रिपरेशन कर लेते हैं. इज इट दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ गैप दैट इज कमिंग अक्रॉस? जॉब ही नहीं मिली, लाइक फ्रॉम लास्ट 1 year वी आर सर्चिंग एंड वी आर गेटिंग रिजेक्टेड. इज इट दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग? इज इट एन अपस्किलिंग ब्रेक कि यार मुझे ना सीखना था, आई वुड वांट टू लर्न अबाउट माय माय पर्सनल जर्नी, कि मेरे को सीखना था, मुझे एआई सीखना था, मुझे जनरेटिव एआई सीखना था, और समथिंग लाइक दैट. देयर इज एन अपस्किलिंग ब्रेक. पर्सनल रीजन था, ले ऑफ था, शट डाउन हो गया कंपनी में 6 months से, वी आर नॉट गेटिंग जॉब्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई all these things कि हम किस चीज में कहाँ लैग कर रहे हैं. we need to identify it. Can somebody tell me? I believe people have already put up, but I just wanted to understand how many of you are the मतलब कौन लोग हैं जिनको सिर्फ failed job search से gap is increasing. How many of you are here? Type a yes. कि due to failed job search our gaps are increasing, or due to upskilling break our gaps are increasing. Are there 2 3 people here, those who are doing that? Okay, Aditya is here. Aditya, may I know what exactly is your reason? क्या reason था? Okay. Abhishek is asking about my profile. Yeah, I'm the founding member of Skillians Academy. I have taken care of a good, you know, 600-700 students and taken multiple number of lectures to उनका career transition वगैरह से. I have just helped more than 600-700 students to get a breakthrough in their careers. तो मेरे को प्रोफाइल एनालाइजेशन काफी अच्छे से आता है. That is the only reason I would be able to help you out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. ओके 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 ऑलराइट 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 ओके कईयों का रिज्यूमे है कईयों का अपस्किलिंग है ओके वर्क्स ठीक है सो यू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम राइट कि हमें हमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है कैसे है हमें प्रॉब्लम समझ आता है ठीक है सो आई जस्ट क्विकली एक्सप्लेन द क्लैरिटी फ्रेमवर्क दैट वी वुड बी हैविंग क्लैरिटी कुछ भी नहीं है इट्स जस्ट अ शॉर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट लर्निंग एक्शन रिजल्ट इंटेंट ट्रांजिशन एंड यू ठीक है तो आई जस्ट इसमें बहुत डिफिकल्ट इसको नहीं बनाना है ठीक है फॉर एग्जाम्पल कंटेक्ट अब अगर आप कंटेक्स्ट दोगे लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ somebody just said upskilling so archisha sahai so you are the one who said कि मेरा upskilling की वजह से ब्रेक है ओके सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्टेक्स्ट आपका यहाँ आप यहाँ पे फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स अगर आप फिल करते जाएं तो माय कॉन्टेक्स्ट हेयर इज अपस्किलिंग इटसेल्फ अगर यहाँ पे हम देखें तो दैट इज अपस्किलिंग यहाँ पे so we would be saying कि I was doing an upskilling in blah 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 this course you'll have to spend time in this I was learning data science and machine learning the action that I took was क्या कि I did 3 to 4 projects I have attached 3 to 4 GitHub projects here. I have an intention to join back the industry because मेरे पास अब relevant skills हैं. I want to transition into a data analyst role and my experience and confidence is working towards them. ठीक है. तो अगर आप यहाँ पे देखें like if you just see it out for yourself context learning action result intent transition मतलब if you are able to set the context for the respective person क्या कि स्टेट ऑफ आप यहाँ पे फैक्ट्स बताएं ओवर एक्सप्लेनेशन मत करें अपोलोजाइजिंग मत करिए लाइक पीपल दोज हु आर देयर इन द पैनल इटसेल्फ those who are coming in from I would say there are people those are coming in from government jobs itself जिनकी government jobs में हैं तो don't start yourself with कि मैं government job की preparation कर रहा था and मैं अपना decision बहुत ज़्यादा regret कर रहा हूँ or something like that understand one thing he just wants you to justify a particular gap that has come across and I am very sure हम सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ valid reason होंगे अगर हमें लगता है कि वो रीजन वैलिड नहीं है एब्सोल्युटली ओके वी विल बी देयर टू कैसे हेल्प करेंगे इट्स वेरी सिंपल बहुत ही आसान है अगर आप क्लैरिटी फ्रेमवर्क में अगर आप यहाँ पे देखें so this is again a very typical example like for example after completing my BBA like for example if somebody is coming in from you मैंने ये स्पेशली नॉन टेक के लिए एक एग्जांपल लिया है कि after completing my BBA I took time to figure out my direction ठीक है ये इन्होंने कॉन्टेक्स्ट सेट किया कि मेरे को नहीं पता था मुझे यहाँ पे क्या करना व्हाट आई वांटेड टू डू which taught me I needed a structured hands-on learning to break into tech. I enrolled into a certified data science program completing internship on real business data. That means अब यहाँ पे इस एग्जाम्पल को लेके अगर आप देखें like if you just see this particular example just check this part this is context setting ठीक है which is clarity framework में number 1 ठीक है this is context अगला आएगा this is learning enrolled in a certified data science program completed real time data itself enrolled data science program आएगा आपका learning which is L in the clarity framework which is learning part ठीक है उसके बाद completed a live internship built data projects hackathons by the end I was confident in SQL ठीक है अब यहां पे लेते हैं hackathons तक लेते हैं सो ए से हमारा एक्शन आया व्हाट एक्शन इट इज आई हैव कंप्लीटेड अ लाइव इंटर्नशिप ऑन बिजनेस डेटा रियल टाइम प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड 2 hackathons itself that is your action that you have taken ठीक है By the end, I was confident in SQL, Python, Power BI and portfolio projects. I can walk you through. मतलब यहाँ पे इन्होंने इनको रिजल्ट भी दे दिया. सो अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, बाय क्लैरिटी मेथड अगर आप अपनी चीजों को डिफाइन करेंगे, लाइक इफ समबडी tries to make you justify your gap itself, so just by writing down कि मेरा यहाँ मेरा कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या था, मतलब मैंने ब्रेक क्यों लिया, मैंने क्या सीखा उसमें, व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड एग्जैक्टली, द एक्शन दैट आई हैव टेकन, व्हाट एक्शन दैट आई हैव टेकन एग्जैक्टली टू that makes me eligible for this particular job. What is the result at the end of the day? Did I do it, did I not do it, what is the intention behind doing that particular thing, currently transition करना है तो how am I eligible for that, and how can I be confident into doing that. ठीक है. Next, giving me experience of full clarity, career I want to building long term. ठीक है. That is intent. Again हम intent पे आए, which is why exactly I'm excited to know about this data analyst roles, and why I can, that is where I can apply those exact skills from day one itself. ठीक है. That is your transition कि मैं BBA से हूं, but मैंने अपने आप को I have explained out each and everything in such a long detail, which is the only reason why I am excited and ready for what, for this data analyst role that I'm getting interviewed from. I'm just giving you one example, one very simple example. ठीक है. तो एंड लास्ट में आई हैव शोड यू कॉन्फिडेंस क्या कि there is, while there is a gap on resume, it's the sitting, I'm sitting in an interview today fully prepared itself. अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, अगर आपको कोई ये फोन पे, इफ पीपल आर लाइक questioning you, is there a gap, or there are some sort of experiences that you are having in between कि यार ये नॉन टेक से क्यों है, people are coming in from non tech, or or something like that. If you give a reason like this with the necessary proofs, then your gap covers automatically itself. ठीक है. So that is how you would be explaining down on an interview itself. That is how exactly people would be expecting you to answer, not by apologizing, but giving them the data that you are certified, you have done projects, you are now confident in these technologies, I have the projects, I have the proofs. ठीक है. It is the career that I would want to build in. I am ready to take on this particular role. Hence, the gap on paper is absolutely justified. If you are doing something like that, if you are, only if you are able to state and reason with the recruiter like this, with the logics, with data, with proofs, with certifications, with internships, or whatever that you can possibly imagine, then only your career gap, your non-tech roles and everything could be fit. Other than that, forget about it. Career gap dekhte hi, the people, those who are going to interview you, the people, those who are there, जिनको ये लगता है कि I have a career gap, I can do it, trust me, you will not be able to do it without help. It's very difficult, because you need to properly frame your answers, you need someone to properly frame your answers by you. Otherwise, because understand one thing, I may be having a different situation, you may be having a different situation, you would be requiring help in these particular factors itself. Isme help lagta hai, and it's absolutely fine, it's absolutely cool if you require help. Okay. If you would want help from us, more than ready. If you don't want help from us, absolutely okay, take guidance, we'll be guiding you. We have a free webinar series, aap ye bilkul attend kar sakte hain. This can eventually help you out, no problem, it's free of cost for everyone. Okay. Then understand one thing, clarity framework will only be working if you have the necessary proofs itself. I am very sure you would want to have a tech job. Guys, quickly drop a thumbs up if you want to have a tech job in 2026 or by the mid of 2027 itself. Drop a thumbs up quickly. आई वुड वांट कि कितने ईगर है यहाँ पे लोग. ओके. Okay. Srijita Aditya is enthusiast. Okay. Hari is enthusiast. Okay. Cool. बस दो ही लोग. Okay. And Aditya, Anmol, Prajwal. Okay. Rest of you. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. 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 Great. 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 Getting a lot of thumbs ups. Good. So understand one thing. If you would want a tech job, you would want समथिंग फॉर द कॉन्टेक्स्ट फॉर द गैप फिलिंग. अब ये कॉन्टेक्स्ट कहां से डेवलप करें, दैट कुड बी द डिसाइसिव फैक्टर फॉर यू. सबसे पहला कॉन्टेक्स्ट ही है, जस्ट रिमेंबर ऑल दीज थिंग्स, कि आपका रीजन क्या है. व्हाट आई पर्सनली बिलीव इज, यू नो, if you portray कि you were doing some sort of internship, if you were doing some sort of upskilling, only if you were doing some sort of exercise that was related to your current work that you're applying for, then only it would be making sense for the recruiter to hire you. मतलब, if I explain it out in Hindi, मतलब रिक्रूटर के सेंस में ही आपका करियर गैप दिखना चाहिए. मतलब कि if you have applied for a software developer role, you should be able to tell I have a gap in for 2 years, just because of the fact I was preparing for a forward deployed engineer role, for a generative AI role, for a software developer plus AI related role, and for this I have done these certifications, these internships, my projects are live here, here, here. Mera ye intention hai, now I am applying because I think I am ready for this particular transition. That is how your gap justification should be working. Like, other than this, it will not be working. If you just say this, understand one thing: if you were a recruiter, I was a candidate, if you just tell it to me ki yaar, okay, why there's a 2 years gap. So now that I come across and say it ki I have a gap because I was preparing for a government job. Okay, so recruiter will be saying, okay, did you crack it or not crack it? I said I did not crack it. So recruiter would be having this particular thing in his mind. Okay, he gave up. उसने give up कर दिया. Now he comes back, wants to come back from the industry, from the class. पता नहीं इसको आता हो या ना आता हो. How much of the touch that he would be having related to the technology itself? कि touch होगा नहीं होगा, I don't know. That becomes an entire question mark on your resume if you reason it out, other than upskilling or or something that is not related to your tech career itself. If that is anything apart from tech career, that becomes a big question mark, and ultimately you will not be able to justify. अब these are very small things that you think will not be mattering, but at the end of the day, all these things cumulatively matter for your selection itself. Okay. So I would be saying, before we jump ahead, everybody understood okay, what are the things that are being required? Drop a yes or no in the chat quickly. If you are able to identify your weaknesses, if you are able to identify what clarity framework look like. थोड़ा सा हो सकता है it may sounding a little technical, but I'm trying to explain you down on the things very easily कि आप थोड़ा easy going रहें, so that it will be taken by live examples itself, so that you don't cram it up, but you actually get to understand कि what I'm trying to say. कि how do you justify this and how will you be tackling, मैं अभी discuss करूंगा. How exactly will you be tackling? I'll be able to help you out, don't worry. Okay, cool. Since most of the people have got it, so I'll just move on to the next slide itself. So basically, how do we help you build your career gap itself? See, understand one thing. Number one is, if you're upskilling in something, like for example, if you're upskilling with us in generative AI, if you're upskilling with us in data analysis, if you're upskilling with us as software development, if you're upskilling with us in full stack development, whatever it is, so that particular gap of that year of the or the time that you would be spending across can definitely be covered for your career gaps itself. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is कि अगर if in case, for example, currently you are applying for XYZ jobs, and if you require a certification of back date, like for example an year or so, if you think a data structure certification would help you, data science certification would want to help you. Understand one thing: we are running a pay after placement program. It is not a program that you are paying all the amount, 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs upfront. That, we are a result driven organization. We would want to produce the results at the end of the day. Agar wo results nahi aate, then it becomes a trouble for us, trouble for you, time wasted for you, money wasted for us. Okay. So understand one thing. So if you would want any sort of certifications, or some sort of things that you feel कि, by including these certifications or these sorts of internship certificates in the curriculum, sorry, in your resume, if I include that, then a help could be there कि हम वो career gap fill कर पाए. Okay. Upskilling certifications are something that you can absolutely include, and these are also the part of curriculum itself. Okay. That clearly cites ki banda, the person, who was there, the man who was there in the picture, he was not sitting idle, he was constantly learning. And it signals initiative ki yaar, he has done an MBA, but parallelly he was also doing upskilling certifications with any of the reputed organizations. And currently the person is also wanting to get into tech. That clearly means it's a positive sign for the recruiters end. Second, internship certificates. I talk about it all the time. People think that certifications in internship are not mattering nowadays, but trust me, two things. One, you are as a free. I'll name three scenarios. One is you have a career gap due to XYZ things I don't want to label. Second, you are coming in from a non-tech background. Third, you are absolutely a fresher. ये तीनों cases में the internship certificate is going to work like a magic for you. Trust me. Why am I saying this? Is understand. There are two candidates. One, suppose तीनों का same scenario है. एक का gap है, एक का non-tech है. One is coming in as a fresher. So there are three candidates who does not have does not have any sort of certifications nor any sort of internships. There are three candidates. Those are in comparison. The gap one has internship certificate. The gap one has upskilling certificate. So is the non-tech guy. So is the normal guy. Okay. If you just think it out, who exactly is going to be preferred at the time of interview? Obviously the people, those who are carrying the internship certifications and upskilling certifications itself. So अब ये internship certifications are the ones that is absolutely tactical and tedious. ये कहाँ पे place करने हैं? How do we place it? How do we show that you were working in some sort of organizations? Understand one thing: Skillians is one venture that you're looking at. We also have multiple ventures जहाँ की हम आपको internship certifications दे सकते हैं. Understand one thing. Again, I'm coming back to you कि we are a result driven organization. We would want कि आपका result निकले by hook or by crook. Beg, borrow, thief, we don't care. But at the end of the day, your results should be coming across. And by just giving you certifications in internship, like for example, अगर आप ये justify कर पाए अपना को, like for 6 months or 9 months, I was learning and I was interning with any sort of companies. That gives you a second life when it comes down to your interview. इंटरव्यू के आपके जब चांसेस होता है, दैट गिव्स यू सेकंड लाइफ. आपके रिज्यूमे पे इफ देयर इज अ ब्लैंक वर्सेस आपके रिज्यूमे पे देयर इज अ सर्टिफिकेशन एंड एन इंटर्नशिप, दिस इज ओनली गोइंग टू इंक्रीज योर चांसेस बाय नथिंग मोर देन 70%. 70% से ज्यादा आपके चांसेस बढ़ जाएंगे कि आप एक फ्रेशर रोल में दोबारा अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, even if you have a gap, even if you have a non-tech experience, even if you have you have a completely freshers background. So just understand one thing: once your internships and everything. I'm not saying you have to necessarily do an internship. Understand one thing, clarity framework does not mean कि आपको internship करना ही है. Clarity means कि आपको ये पता होना चाहिए, you should be knowing what you did in an internship, how do you justify it, what did you do, only if your foundation models are strong. आपको चीजें आती होंगी तभी ही आप एक्सप्लेन कर पाएंगे. आपको कम्युनिकेशन ठीक से आता होगा तभी ही आप एक्सप्लेन कर पाएंगे. आपको रिज्यूमे पे ठीक से दिखाना आता होगा तभी ही आप कर पाएंगे. If you have a live GitHub repo, then only you will be able to show. If you have the current proof, if you have the current certifications, you'll have to attach it, you'll have to flaunt it. If you don't do it, trust me, the recruiters are going to just oversee your resume, and again your chances are absolutely gone and back to zero itself. So understand, these two documentations are not just documentation, these are your secondary lifelines that come across. If you get paid internship, unpaid internship, nobody cares, trust me. If you have a real organization's experience and documentation, verified documentation, that obviously, we will do it for you. We'll create the documentations part, don't worry about it. So only if you do it, then only it would be making sense for you to get back into the industry. Otherwise, your resume gets ignored itself. And trust me, that happens all the time. Okay. So only if you do an internship, and trust me, people nowadays have so many filters. लोगों को लगता है कि मैं I will not be doing any sort of unpaid internship. क्यों? Why exactly? Understand one thing, if you do an unpaid internship, you are only learning from their resources. आप उनके रिसोर्सेज से सीख रहे हैं, यू आर गेटिंग द गाइडेंस, यू आर गेटिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द इंडस्ट्री बेटर. देयर इज नो बेटर चांस देन दिस. आपकी कोई लायबिलिटी नहीं है, ट्रस्ट मी. एंड यू कैन फाइंड एन नंबर ऑफ अनपेड इंटर्नशिप्स दैट आर आउट देयर. इतने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, गो अहेड एंड डू इट. पेड ही मिल जाती है यार आजकल तो. 99% ऑफ द इंटर्नशिप्स आर एब्सोल्युटली पेड. गो अहेड एंड सर्च इट आउट. नहीं मिलती है, इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू फाइंड इट, डोंट वरी, कम टू अस, विल गिव इट टू यू. If you want internships, we have internal openings. If you want the internship certificates, you can go ahead, come to us at any particular point of time. आपको 6 months का चाहिए, 8 months का चाहिए, 12 months, we help you fill that particular gap. वो gap हम fill करेंगे. Because at the end of the day, your goal is our goal as well. Why? How exactly we would be making money is when we will be getting placed. There is no reason apart from it. अच्छा बुरा will be thinking it later. But understand one thing, these are again the companies, those who might not think of firing you, वो दो बार सोचेंगे भी नहीं फायर करने से पहले. So it's absolutely fine. You are doing it for yourself. You are doing it for a second start. You are doing it for owning your own mistakes itself. वो मिस्टेक्स कैसे भी आपको लग सकते हैं. गवर्नमेंट जॉब हो, टाइम वेस्ट हो गया, जॉब ढूंढ रहा था नहीं मिली, सही गाइडेंस नहीं मिली, इट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. Everybody deserves a second chance, and we will be the ones who will be helping you out in those particular areas. Absolutely. Okay. Third thing is participate in hackathons and live projects itself. Understand one thing, we have launched, the second edition of, the AI hackathon itself inside Skillians altogether. So in that, people are actually developing the real-time projects itself, and they will be having to give their pitches. They will be having to give their pitches to their mentors, and uske baad they will be having internal competitions, and winners ko prizes bhi hain. So understand one thing, that develops your competitive spirit altogether, and wo aapko force karta hai कि to build out in public. Like for example, if you are having a LinkedIn profile or a GitHub profile, we make them post on the respective hackathon itself. If you just go ahead and search it out, Pluto hackathon, you'll be able to find multiple number of posts there. ठीक है, तो we have told कि यार आप इसको public में build करो, so that recruiter also knows that this particular person is active till date. ये अभी भी active है. आज की date में you will have to build in public with live projects itself, so that people are able to relate, and they know that you are still working and that you are still thriving in the industry itself, and अब अभी भी काम कर रहे हैं on newest of the things altogether. आप सीख रहे हैं एंड आप काम कर रहे हैं, आप सीख रहे हैं एंड आप काम कर रहे हैं. हाउ विल द पीपल नो? Just by having your GitHub repos updated, just by having your LinkedIn's updated, just by having internship certificates in place, just by having upskilling certificates in place. You got to understand this, ultimately आपको ये चीजें समझनी पड़ेगी. Okay. Fourth thing is, practicing your mock interviews. And people think this is not important, but what I feel is that this is absolutely super 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 important. Why am I saying this? Is very simple. Understand one thing, आपको चीजें आती होंगी बट अगर आप उसको एक्सप्लेन ही ना कर पाए तो what is the use of it? Like for example, I would maybe having an internship certificate, I may be having an upskilling certificate, or I may have participated in live hackathons, or I may have tens of lives of projects itself. I may have that, but at the end of the day, I'm not able to explain it out properly. I'll give you an example. I think that you'll relate to me better with that. Like for example, uh, one there's person A and person B. Person A has slightly lesser, experience of giving interviews. उसको ज़्यादा interview नहीं किया हुआ. Second, the second person, person B, is having very good communication, and उसका communication भी अच्छा है. His explanation power is absolutely good. His words are through the roof, and his explanation and everything related to his gaps or non-tech, or if you're as a fresher, is absolutely great. So अगर मैं आपको एग्जांपल दूं, like for example कि somebody asked me कि why do you have a gap for 1.5 years in your career? Okay, so like for example मेरे पास ये सारी चीजें भी हैं. I'll just tell it to, I'm talking as a person. ठीक है. So ma'am, I was doing internship, I was also learning, and I also have projects, so I am ready for this particular job. Okay, this is person A. Now, against this, person B is saying, "Okay, it may look like person B का मैं perspective बता रहा हूँ. Those who are practicing interviews and giving interviews on day-to-day basis, and those who are absolutely perfect in spoken English itself. So person B is saying, "Okay, I it may look like a gap to you, but I'll be very honest. I was upskilling in the first 6 months. That is from January 1st to July 17th. I was attending an upskilling certifications at Skillians, and where I learned about data analytics and data science, for example. Okay, so this is what I've done in the first 6 months, and for the next 1 year, I was interning at an XYZ place, and which had made me practice the skills that I've learned during the upskilling. Skills like Django, Python, or data structures, or AI, ML, generative AI, whatever that I've learned. And this you can also see in my resume. कि मैं resume दिखा रहा हूँ आपको. You can see there are 6 projects that I've lined. First project is this, second project is this, second project, third project for this. And during this time also, I've also participated in hackathons, and I've participated in live projects. So understand one thing, both of them have the same thing. One person A failing to explain the gap, second person B the same thing, same document, same everything, सारी चीजें same है, but he is able to nail it down. What is the difference? Difference कहाँ है? Rehearsing is the main difference that comes across, कि मेरे को रिहर्सल ही करना है. अगर इससे अच्छी से रिहर्स हुई है, कॉन्फिडेंट है, absolutely great, you are going to go ahead and kill it. आप किल कर देंगे इसको. Okay, just second guys, second. Okay, so you are going to absolutely kill it. So आप rehearsal, the more that you're going to rehearse, the more you're going to practice. And we also have the platform for doing it, don't worry about it. I'll just मैं वो platform का भी आपको just go through quickly देता हूँ. So we also have the platform for doing, or I would say, hackathons, live projects, and mock interviews. I'll just share it across to you as well. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so this is one thing that you can possibly do, and this is how it can be helping you out in doing it. I think I've just explained you out in this itself. So we also have a typical example of Disha. So who was I'll just share her LinkedIn profile as well. Like if you would want, you can connect with her on a personal note as well. Just a second, I'll just send her across. I'm just searching it up on. Okay, you know, she also was having a lot of troubles in getting jobs. So it was in our early placement, abhi decent placement, early placement. Hai. She was also having a gap, plus she was having a non-tech experience itself altogether. So henceforth, we would be, she is the one who was, selected in Barclays itself. So 2 साल का gap था इनका. Please understand that becomes very tedious for somebody who's coming in from non-tech background and getting sick and gap 2 years gap and coming down to getting placed at Barclays itself. तो ये थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग था हमारे पास एंड शी वाज अल्टीमेटली रिजेक्टेड इन 25-26 इंटरव्यूज में आई थिंक शी गॉट रिजेक्टेड एंड नाउ शी इज करंटली वर्किंग एट Barclays itself. So that is again an inspiration for all of you guys. तो आप भी, if she can do it, she doesn't give up, so कैन यू. मतलब इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. आई नो इट साउंड्स डिफिकल्ट एंड आई नो रिजेक्शंस को पॉजिटिवली लेना होता है. आई डू गेट इट, बट अ लॉट ऑफ यू माइट बी फीलिंग कि आप गिव अप कर देते हैं. आई थिंक मेरे लिए नहीं बना है, मैं कुछ और ऑप्शन दे देता हूँ आफ्टर जस्ट गेटिंग रिजेक्शंस इन 4-5 इंटरव्यूज इटसेल्फ. अंडरस्टैंड 26 रिजेक्शंस इज अ लॉट ब्रो, ऑनेस्टली. मतलब इंटरव्यू में जाना, उससे पहले शी माइट हैव अप्लाइड टू एटलीस्ट probably 200-300 companies altogether. Then only she was able to do it. So if you want, you can connect with her as well over LinkedIn. Absolutely fine, no problem. Okay. So I would say, I think I've just explained it out in quite a lot of depth. Hackathons, internship की set value, आपका mock interviews की values क्या हैं, कि I think I've explained it out in quite a lot of depth itself. So I'll just quickly give you a walkthrough around, how you can also practice mock interview itself on our platform. I believe, if people might have already been using it, already enrolled people might be using it, but I'll just give a quick walkthrough around what we have, built internally on our systems itself, so that, that can help you out. I'll just quickly log in. Just a second. Just give me one moment. I'll just quickly log in it across. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Yes or no? Quickly in the chat itself. Quickly, guys. Can everyone see the screen? And within 5 to 7 minutes, I'll be announcing the respective of the scholarships as well. So please stay tuned, stay stay here as well. तो आप यहीं पे रुकिएगा. So just within a few minutes, I'll be announcing down on all the scholarships itself. People who would be interested, they can close in on the 9 seats that we have available for the scholarships itself. Cool. With that said, this is how our platform looks like. This is where you can learn, mock interview, HR simulator, lead code tutor, optimizer, AI lead code, AI tutor. आपको ये सारी की सारी चीजें, you don't have to search it out anywhere. You don't have to use any sort of paid tools. We are using DeepSeek, we are using ChatGPT, we are using C.L.A.R.I.T.Y, we are using Obsidian, everything to make this particular tool smarter day by day. So the more it gets used, the more the smarter it gets. It's absolutely agentic. Okay. So people, those who are wanting कि यार I'm good in tech, but I'm not really good at HR. I'm not really good at the HR interviews itself. So you just have to write down all the things, just search what company that you would want to fight in. Like if their company is not there, absolutely okay, just write down the name or similar sort of companies. Agar aap, like for example, if you're appearing for Wipro, you can write Cognizant, TCS, Capgemini, kuch bhi aap likh sakte hain. So if there is a startup that is not listed, that is also fine. It will create the questions on its own and start asking you itself. तो अगर आपका गैप होगा, इट विल अंडरस्टैंड योर गैप, इट विल आस्क यू द क्वेश्चंस रिलेवेंट टू द सेम इटसेल्फ. सो आप यहाँ पे मॉक इंटरव्यूज यू कैन स्टार्ट गिविंग इट योरसेल्फ एज वेल. वंस आई स्टार्टेड, मेरा कैमरा ऑफ हो जाएगा और मेरा ऑडियो सप्लाई कट हो जाएगा बिकॉज इट रिक्वायर्स एन ऑडियो वीडियो इंटरवेंशन. सो इट विल गेट at the end of the day, I'll just like, if people would want the demo of it, they can take the demo of it as well, no problem. I'll just share you the respective link at the end of the call. मैं इसका लिंक शेयर कर दूंगा. एक डेमो फ्री है, you can go ahead and use it across for your own. I would say आप अपने लिए यूज कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लाइक आप एक टूल का एक बार यूज कर सकते हैं. दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. ओके, सो if you're getting stuck, if you're not able to practice with someone, आपको लगता है like a lot of times कि we are also looking in for some sort of partners, so you don't need to look out for any sort of partners. Machine would be your partner and he'll be able to help you out. ठीक है, आपको सारी की सारी चीजें आपको हेल्प करेंगी. आपको लीडरशिप पे फोकस करना है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रेजोल्यूशन, टीम वर्क, फेलियर, आपको किस चीज पे काम करना है. AI is smart enough, he will be able to train you up for the next of the things that are coming across, and it will be marking you on all the necessary systems itself. ठीक है, तो आपके जो रियल टाइम स्कोर्स हैं यहाँ पे, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ मैंने अभी लिए नहीं है, तो द स्कोर्स आल्सो कम्स अक्रॉस हियर कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वाज योर लास्ट स्कोर, व्हाट इज द करंट स्कोर, एंड वेयर एग्जैक्टली डू यू स्टैंड योरसेल्फ. ठीक है, next is your tech interviews itself. A lot of people will be getting stuck at 10 technical interviews itself. Again, I will not be able to start it because it will cut off my audio visual supply to you guys. So if you would want, you can go ahead and attempt here as well. मैं इसका link भी आपको share कर दूंगा. You can just search it across. Okay, if you want a resume optimizer, you don't, again, there are paid tools, बहुत सारी paid tools, and you don't need to identify anywhere. So resume, let me check if there is someone's resume available in my system. Just a second, guys. Resume. One second. Okay, I've had a resume, for example. Okay, one second. Okay, cool. I have the resume here, somebody's resume. For example, try strong template. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैंने टारगेट रोल लिया AIML engineer, and if you have the necessary job details, then also that is not at all a problem. So just click on analyze resume. So it will give you a entire summary कि what exactly AM engineer, आपका red flags क्या हैं, आपको category breakdown क्या है, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your projects that you have done, what are the certifications, formatting ठीक है आपकी, role fit ideas हैं ठीक है, but are the keywords that are absolutely missing. This is absolutely necessary for your ATS tracking. Somebody wrote in the chat itself कि उनका ATS में shortlist नहीं हो रहा है. So this is something that you can possibly use. Keyword to add, nice to have, actionable insights, and it will give you an AI generated summary and rewrites itself कि आप ये डालिए, so that your resume gets automatically updated. Hence, what I'm talking about is you don't need another platform. You just need one platform to solve all of your problems in one particular location itself. You don't need any other thing. ये platform आपको सब कुछ ही sort out कर देगा. ठीक है. Second, resume के बाद we have your LinkedIn optimizer. Like I said, आज की date में not just your, I would say, सिर्फ ये चीजें अच्छी नहीं है कि आपका रिज्यूमे अच्छा है, आपका पब्लिक प्रोफाइल और पब्लिक परसेप्शन भी अच्छा होना चाहिए इन टुडेज एरा. एंड टुडेज एरा इज लाइक दिस, सो वी कांट डू एनीथिंग. इफ यू अगर कुछ भी, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, if there is anything, any of the lead code LinkedIn profiles that I would want to analyze, I just have to input the profile here, and it will give me a live LinkedIn assessment. आपके 100 point score card हमने बनाया हुआ है. It will give you in all it up entirely. ठीक है. Again, you don't need anyone to do this. If you're just using the platform, great, just do it across, everything will be sorted. Okay, so then we have job scraper and tracker. आपको, like, people might be having trouble कि यार I cannot search on LinkedIn, I cannot search on Naukri, I cannot search on Google Jobs, Hirist, मैं कहाँ पे अप्लाई करता हूँ, मेरे लिए best fit job up top 20, top 30 job opportunities, where would I absolutely go and find it? मैं सारे platforms नहीं search कर सकता यार, this is too much of an headache. नो प्रॉब्लम, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। जस्ट अप्लाई अ फ़िल्टर हियर। आपको फ्रंट एंड के लिए चाहिए, लोकेशन चाहिए, पार्ट टाइम चाहिए, रिमोट चाहिए, हाइब्रिड चाहिए, ऑन साइट चाहिए आपको, व्हाट एग्ज़ैक्टली डू यू नीड? इफ इट हैज़ बीन पोस्टेड इन द लास्ट 24 आवर्स और पास्ट वीक इटसेल्फ, सो इट विल जस्ट एक्सपीरियंस लेवल आपको क्या चाहिए? देयर आर टन्स ऑफ filters that are applied here. So you can just view it. Sorry guys, my phone rang. So you can just search. The platform is just smart, absolutely smart. It will find you the आपको CTC क्या चाहिए, आपको 18 लाख, 30 लाख, 40 लाख, जो भी आपको चाहिए. So it will just search all sorts of filters, आपको जो भी चाहिए. I'm not applying it all, ठीक है, ज़्यादा अप्लाई नहीं करा. It will just save bunch of your time. Let it just cook up. So it will save bunch of your time, not just by going through LinkedIn daily or cut short daily or something like that. Or आपको daily apply करना, if you would just want to apply it out daily, no problem at all. So each and everything will be sorted out by just one particular platform itself, that is through bias. So you don't need to worry about I just have to search LinkedIn today, I just have to search Google today, or I have to search these particular things today itself. So you don't need to worry about actually all these things. So the scraper will work just fine for you. Okay. So that is actually how it works. So I'll just, so yes, दे दिया LinkedIn पे आपके लिए best profile, दो नौकरी पे high risk paid and found, since the CTC was quite high, so 31 LPA, it is just finding it all across. तो आप करेंगे apply. So if I just go and click into apply now, it will go to apply now page, and you can just go ahead and directly apply on the jobs itself. So like I said, the platform itself is very smart. You don't need to worry about all these things कि हमको where do I have to go ahead and get my resume checked, where do I have to go ahead my LinkedIn checked, where do I अगर मुझे अभी practice करने का मन करा, I have time now, do I need an appointment one on one with the person? No, you don't need it. You just need a powerful platform to do it. If I want to practice मेरा interview कल है, कल के लिए schedule है, nobody is available today, where do I practice? Here is your answer, one stop solution. ये one stop solution है to all your career problems specifically that you are possibly facing. कोई टॉपिक में डाउट है, if you have any kind of doubt in a particular topic, so you can just you one second ना, just आप यहाँ पे जाइए, just write down a particular topic, like for example आप name any topic. For example मैं Node.js लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पे. So it will just ask me कि if you are a beginner, if you are an intermediate, if you are professional. For example, if I write this beginner itself, I'll just write it down, and it explains out a very micro topic itself. So ये बहुत थोड़ी सी चीजें पढ़ाएगा. It will just explain you out in like anything. बहुत छोटी चीजें. It is just going to explain you out. Then it will test you. If you answer the questions correctly, then only it will help you out get on the another topic, next topic. Otherwise वो topic skip ही नहीं करेगा eventually, and it will start to answer your questions itself. So that makes your foundations of studying also very smart itself. इस पे हम काम कर रहे हैं अभी भी, and we are providing a lots and lots of data to train Obsidian and Claude and what not, all the things to make this particular thing smarter, and soon it will also be able to speak. ये बोल भी पाएगा आपको, ये real time में आपको पढ़ा भी पाएगा, and you will also be able to interact with him via a microphone itself. You will be able to interact it. I'll make sure. So the development is in phase. In next 2 months it will be again be deployed. So the platform integrations are already going on at a very large scale itself. आपको DSA सीखना है, you have a problem in understanding any sort of DSA problem, so we have a specific tutor. I'll just paste an example here. So so if you would want to generate a particular solution, the problem here, it will tell you problem understanding, mathematical foundations, approach क्या है, dry run क्या है, code implementation क्या है, complexity analysis, interview tips. It is going to give it out to you itself. So you can see all of the things there, everything will be generated. आपको कोई problem डालना है, sample problem, go ahead and give it across. It will be able to help you out actually. So understand the problem. The platform is absolutely self-sustaining. You don't need anyone to teach you. You don't need anything, to get across towards your career progression itself. अगर आप if only if you're taking classes and you're doing, you're participating in all sort of projects, hackathons itself, you'll be very very well prepared, and you just follow our instructions, तो काम हो जाएगा. सर्टिफिकेशन चाहिए, सर्टिफिकेशन है. इंटर्नशिप चाहिए, इंटर्नशिप है. हैकाथॉन चाहिए, हैकाथॉन है. लाइव प्रोजेक्ट्स चाहिए, लाइव प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं. आपको जॉब्स चाहिए, द प्लेटफॉर्म इटसेल्फ. मॉक इंटरव्यू चाहिए, द प्लेटफॉर्म इज देयर फॉर यू. रिज्यूम ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, द प्लेटफॉर्म इज देयर. लिंक्डइन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन प्लेटफॉर्म इज देयर. Your understanding of a particular topic, the platform is there. For each and everything we have the tools and technologies that are being developed so that it can ease you. आपको किसी को reach out करने की जरूरत ना पड़े. You don't have to reach out, you don't have to request, you don't eventually have to possibly request someone just to help you out. Okay, this is just one thing that I'm telling, so that because we know we have built the platform with a lot of confidence, and we are still deploying a lot of tweaks on it. Hum roz hi kuch na kuch we go ahead and deploy it. Okay, so with that said, if you have any questions, I'll just be taking it. Second, I just said within 5 minutes I'll be announcing down on the scholarships itself. So the scholarships are 10% on the later fee that you would be getting. There's no discount on the upfront. So upfront is again very stringent. We are taking minimal amount of upfront fee from everyone. So but the discount discount is absolutely the word that I hate. I would possibly say the scholarships are 10% off on the letter fee itself. Means agar aapka the letter fee is 1 lakh, so that comes down to 90,000 at the end of the program. And if your letter fee is 160, then it comes down to 16,000 as the letter fee discount itself. So people, I would be happy to take up the questions, but just before that, people, those who are looking for closing it in the next 2 to 3 days, because that would be up till 1 second, just a second, I'll just tell you when the things would be ending. The last date to enroll for that would be 29th of August. So 29th August 12 midnight is the timeline that we would be having the scholarship for, specifically only for attendees only. So yeah, attendees ke liye hi hai. And considering we have 121 130 people here, and there are just 9 people who would be finding it across for you, and so now 9 ही लोग हैं. So the people, those who are absolutely interested, can they quickly drop in their numbers, and those who are eager to close this, and so they can drop in their numbers, so that we can somebody from the panel can forward it across on the groups, and people will be there to help you out. And if you have any kind of doubts, so our counselors will be there with you shortly as well. So people those who are interested, please drop in your numbers. I would be requesting you. And meanwhile, iske baad we'll be open for the Q&A itself. So people, those who are looking for it, please drop in your numbers. I'd be really expecting a good amount of people here. And agar koi doubt bhi hai, absolutely fine, no problem. People will be there to help you clear out your doubts. And if you have any sort of trouble or any sort of problem, so people will be assisting you with those, solving the problems. If you like the platform, no problem, you can go ahead and enroll. Okay. Okay, cool. Guys, quickly numbers. Quickly. Okay. All right. Quickly, guys, I'll be awaiting your numbers itself. Just within 2 minutes, I'll be taking up the Q&A, guys. Don't worry. I would not want to spend a lot of time on this. So please, guys, just drop in your numbers real quick so that I can take that particular thing up. Huh? If somebody is already enrolled and they are also, like, we are getting the messages, if they are also looking for such sort of things, they can get this particular scholarship just by referring other people. So if they enroll, you get the respective of the scholarship amount itself. So आपको वो scholarship amount you'll be getting letter fee में वो minus हो जाता है. So if you would want something like that, so please go ahead and drop your numbers or drop their numbers, people who might be interested, and or you can just reach out to your counselors itself. Those will be able to help you out. Okay, guys, quickly numbers. I'll be asking for 1 more minute. People, those who would be looking for it, quickly, guys, numbers. So far, I've gotten like 17, 18 numbers. Okay. Okay, good. We have your contact details all the way, by the way. So, but I'm just asking it just for the sake of it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we have 14 people as of now. Guys, anyone else who would want to give out the numbers before I proceed ahead to Q&A? Drop in their numbers, guys. Okay. Anyone else, guys? Last call, guys. Post this. I would be taking the numbers at the very end. Any more people? कोई डाउट भी होगा तो कोई बात नहीं, इट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. ऐसा कुछ नेसेसरी नहीं है कि आपको इफ यू हैव गिवन द नंबर यू हैव टू एनरोल ओनली. दैट इज नॉट द केस. इफ यू हैव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ डाउट्स, अभी भी आपके लगता है कि डाउट्स क्वेश्चन, अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, प्रोग्राम बहुत वाइड है. इट्स अ वेरी वाइड हॉराइजन दैट वी आर लुकिंग. अगर कोई भी डाउट होता है, कोई भी क्वेश्चन होता है, ऑब्वियसली दैट नीड्स टू बी आंसर्ड फर्स्ट एंड अंडरस्टूड. पहले समझना पड़ेगा, फिर आंसर करना पड़ेगा. So for that also, if you would be looking for it for some sort of counseling, you can go ahead and drop your number as well, so people can counsel you immediately. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. With that said, I'll be up for Q&A. Go ahead and ask your questions. We have 15 minutes into the session itself. 15 minutes hai, we'll be done with the Q&A. Go ahead and throw your questions, guys. Throw your questions quickly. I'll be up for the questions. Come on, guys, questions. Questions, guys, quickly. Quickly, guys, quickly. Sheikh Saddam, you're asking, hello, sir, placement company where? I am not able to understand this. Can you please explain out a little bit more around your doubts or questions that you have, please? Okay. Siddhi, see, understand one thing, not every platform is ready to give out their APIs itself. InstaHire, Wellfound, वगैरह ये सब नहीं देते. These are very Wellfound will not be agreeing to share their APIs itself. वो APIs नहीं share करते हैं. So please note this कि please understand this कि not everybody is able to give out their APIs, तो थोड़ा सा difficult रहता है. Okay. Right. Okay. Chisai Singh, will the internships that you provide not look fake? Okay. Archisha, see, understand one thing. These are our companies only. These are not the companies that those who are, ये हमारी ही companies हैं. So even if the recruiter calls us or asks us for some sort of verification, we are the ones who are sitting behind it, and we'll be the ones who will be approving it of your, yeah. So understand one thing: we are not doing anything financially. We are just loading out your backdated documentation, and that's something that we do that helps you. Okay. Yeah. So I have a non-tech experience. So is it possible for me to get a tech job? Yeah, Ashutosh, sorry, Yuvraj, I've just explained it all across. यही तो मैंने explain किया आपको अभी platform पे. So I've just explained it all across. How do you have to do it? It was not just for the career gap people. Understand one thing: if you are able to tell the people ki yaar, you have this internships, you have the certifications, you can justify it, I have the live links of the projects, then ultimate, and you are able to speak it out very clearly, you are very clear with the foundations, you are very clear with all the concepts, then it becomes very much possible. Okay. uh, okay. Omkar is saying that only front end jobs are there. So you can apply the filters, Omkar, as per your own itself. Sheikh Saddam, I am not able to understand your questions again. Adesh, whole program time means months. The program is of 9 months, bro. It takes time. It is not that easy. Understand one thing: building projects, doing capstone projects, doing hackathons, and making you apply for internships and all that takes time. It is not that easy. People who say it gets covered in 4 or 5 months, I don't think so. I don't think so. That is the correct information. तो वो सही नहीं है. And according to me, so because understand one thing, the things that you have not learned in 4 or 5 years of engineering, or some sort of things. So if you are able to accommodate in this time span of 4 or 5 months, that becomes nearly impossible. बहुत ही सही है. Okay. Okay, anything else, guys? So Aditya, it takes around 2 to 3 months, uh you know post you get into the placement pools itself. Usually 2 to 3 months. Some companies where we are applying in rounds. So there are multiple, Saddam. There are not just one or two. There are multiple number of companies. I'll just share it. 1 second. I'll just share the name which have gotten into today. So one is today that we have gone is Apps Techie for today. Cargo Clave. We have Strawberry Infotech, that has done a YMTS India, that I've come across on today only. ये आज ही आए हैं. And these are funded startups that I've come across. So one is the another one that came across. Once again, I'll just share it across to you. Just check my database. The another week, last week was Barclays. The week before that was 1 second. It is one is Black Buck and Wheels Eye, and I think there were 2 or 3 more startups. Okay. Okay. Siddhi is asking, is it possible for recruiters to use an ATS or job platform to filter out candidates with career gaps, preventing their resumes for Siddhi? Yahi to, that is only what we are doing now. So we are filling that particular gap itself. So obviously, that comes across as a gap itself in your resume, वो automatically filter out हो जाता है. That is very much possible that they have an ATS for something like that. Okay. So Hari is asking, from operations background, having 10 years of experience, does the age matters when we switch now? Hari, yeah, definitely. See, understand one thing. The people, those who say it will not be mattering, I don't believe that. Honestly speaking, मैं नहीं मानता कि that is not at all possible. So understand one thing कि that is everybody asks for it, and it can also affect you. Okay, but the on the similar panel, is it possible or not possible? Absolutely, that is possible. 100% possible है यार. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि that is not at all possible. But obviously, you'll have to follow the clarity framework that we have just discussed today. Everything will be possible. Everything is fine. Like, and you might be of probably 32, 33 years of age. So yeah, it is still possible. Any other question, guys? Omkar is asking, 2 years gap and 3 years experience as data analyst. How do I get help with that? So if you're already working, if are you currently working, Omkar, or you're on a break right now? I don't know. वो नहीं पता मुझे. So just let me know if you're on a break. अभी gap अभी है या gap पहले था? I don't know. Any other question, guys? Acha, I'm not working. Cool. If you have a gap right now, so probably this 1 year gap that we have to cover it somehow, Omkar. So that is something that we have to cover, and cover करने के लिए, if you're already a student, just reach out to your placement counselor, or admin, or the I'm forgetting name, the academic counselor, sorry. जो आपका counselor है on Discord, you can just probably quickly reach him out, and you can just get your this thing sorted ASAP. So he or she will be able to help you out. Any other question, guys? We have 5 more minutes. Any other question, guys? Anybody who would want to? Saddam, we don't share it over dashboard, bro. Dashboard is public. Public is something that we don't do. That is not a public. We handle it out over via Discord groups itself. That is something that we do. Any other question, guys? Question, guys? Questions. Omkar, yeah, obviously we do help in data analyst role as well. Any other thing, guys? We have programs in AI, ML, data science, machine learning, and full stack development. तो वो दोनों में है. And if you're looking in for upskilling may we have specifically generative AI, so you can go for it. Okay. Okay. So I'm a front end engineer, but the current job market, my experience is primarily front end development. Okay. How can your platform guide me through this? Siddhi, honestly speaking, if currently front end engineers ki market to is absolutely dead, considering Lovable, Replit, Emergent, Claude that has come across. So I would say until unless you have a very clear picture in your head कि आपको front end में क्या, what is the thing that you are doing. So until unless that is you're exceptionally good at it, I would say कि you will be able to crack it. But if you are not, getting onto the full stack end of it, then ultimately it will become a lot of trouble for you. I'll be very honest. So platform, I would say, both in terms of upskilling and I think finding your jobs will be very useful, Siddhi. Any other question, guys? Yeah, Pamidi, absolutely, that is available for us, for you guys. Absolutely, that is available. Yeah, sorry guys, I'll just forward the link. आप register if you want to register, you can go ahead and register and take a flavor of the platform also, no problem. So people, those who are like those who are new to the platform, they have a demo. तो उनके पास demo होता है 24 hours का, they can use each and every tool one time. तो आप flavor लेना चाहते हो, you can use the flavor as well, no problem. Any other question, guys? We have 3 minutes. Any other question? Okay, seems like there's no question. All right, cool. Was it helpful? अच्छा लगा, was it helpful for you guys? थोड़ा बहुत, I would say. So that's Pamidi Sri Sarayu. I think you're already enrolled. एक बार ये platform I have just sent it across. So just sign in on that. You'll get the access if you're already a student of Skillians Academy. That is automatically authenticated. Okay. Yeah. I believe the today's discussion was useful. I know, I understand thoda sa niche tha discussion, but the thing is these discussions are absolutely important so that you could go ahead and tackle out those particular situations. So ye niche discussions hone chahiye. Only if these discussions are there, then only it will be useful for all of you to close down on your necessary gaps. If you think we will be able to help you out, you want some sort of documentation, you want some sort of upskilling or certifications from us, contact us directly. We'll be able to help you out. And kuch bhi, like I said, we have multiple number of companies, so even if there is a background verification or something like that, we'll be able to help you out in that as well. Don't worry about that. Okay, so we can help you in a 360-degree manner. Preparation से, upskilling से, gap cover करने से, verification से, getting you placed. It's a 360-degree. That's something that we help you upon. And yeah, बाकी rest of it is your willpower, your hard work. बाकी आपके ऊपर है कि how much of it you are able to capitalize. Okay. All right, guys. Then I believe let's call it a day. And I'm sorry, I'm not taking up the questions. Like I have a call at 9 p.m. So I need a 5 minutes break before that. I'm extremely sorry. So, अगर कोई query है तो please drop in your number. So I believe the session was good. If you feel the session was good, can you please drop a thumbs up if that is okay with you guys? Can you drop a thumbs up quickly? Okay, good. सही है सही है सही है सही है. Okay, sure. Thank you so much, guys, and you have a lovely weekend. And I would say, what do you say? So we have Raksha Bandhan approaching. So happy Raksha Bandhan. So protect the ladies of the house itself and other people also around you. So happy Raksha Bandhan to everyone. And yeah, so the scholarships are till 29th of August. Make sure you're using the best of it. And we don't offer the scholarships normally, so just giving you a heads up. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, guys. You have a good day. And Baki, you can trust us, don't worry. Take care. Take care. Good night. Bye.